Good afternoon one and all. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to talk on Jntuh lab external pattern, and under that I am going to talk a few points related to procedure for writing the lab external and distribution of marks or the weightage of marks, and how to attempt the Viva questions, and certain instructions to the students. A kind attention to all the students before going to start this video is that the students who have paid the Jntuh registration or the examination fee are eligible to take this exam. And dear students, please ensure to come on the college code of conduct, I mean the dress code, to the lab like apron, shoe, as well as carry the stationery like pencils, set of pencils. It is a sharpener, as well as two set of pencils. I recommend blue and black, where try to write main headings or subheadings in black and the writer part in blue and the writer part in blue ink. Later, also do not forget to carry the calculator, whereas in few labs you have calculation part 2, and there should not be any exchange of the items or the stationery while the exam is going on. Now, once you enter the lab, the internal or the lab examiner or the trainer will be asking you to submit the record. Make sure your record need to be duly signed by the internal examiner, I mean the internal faculty, as well as the head of the department. Then only you are allowed to take the exam, and do not forget to carry the observation copy also. Once you enter the room, they will be issuing you the booklet in a form of lottery system, or it is up to the faculty interest. So once you reach your table, please look into the booklet and write all your details like hall ticket number, name, and the name of the exam, and wherever student signature is required. Then later, once you go through the question, whichever the question you have gone, like the questions will be given either the complete lab, whatever the work you have done till now. There are 10 experiments. From 10 experiments you will be getting 1 experiment, and make sure that cycle 1, cycle 2 experiments will be given. I mean that for the internal 1 and internal 2, the experiments which you have taken will be given, and start drawing the border lines in pencil and scale. And the procedure to write the exam is that first start with the aim of the experiment, followed by the apparatus or the tools required, then the procedure or the sequence of operation. If any theory is there, you should even write the theory also to score good marks. And later, if there are any safety precautions, applications, and followed by limitations, and you can write the results by after the end of the experiment. And whereas all the diagrams need to be drawn in pencil, try to use HP pencil for drawings, and good quality pens, dear students. Once the writer part is done, make sure to write even the tabular column if it is an engineering physics or chemistry or some electronic lab where you are supposed to enter the values. So please make sure to make the tabular column in pencil and go to the experiment whichever is given to you as per the instructions given by the lab technician. Then try to work on, operate the machine and take down the readings, and come back to your seat and calculate, put the equations, put the relations in the formula, these values, and try to write the units with whatever the unit for the concern, like for current, voltage, or any fluid. Please make sure to write the units of the given experiment, and tabulate this all in form of a tabular column. And if there is any graph, please collect the graph also from the lab technician and try to draw a graph in pencil. Try to make use of the graph to write the scale on it, what is x-axis, what are the units of x-axis, and y-axis also. So once this complete work is done, dear students, and even make sure to draw the drawings very neatly in pencil and label each and every term, label each and every part of the diagram. So once it is done with the write-up and once the calculation is done, the internal examiner, I mean internal faculty will be sending you to the external to take the Viva. So once you reach the external, please greet him and take your seat and listen to the questions which is being asked by the external very clearly, and try to answer if you are perfect with the answer, and do not try to cheat, and do not try to give incorrect answers where that gives a bad impression in the beginning itself. So if you know the answer, please think and answer to the question, or tell the external politely, sorry sir, I don't know the answer. And if you are unable to answer 2 to 3 questions, the external will be asking you the theory part questions also. For example, engineering physics, the applied physics you have and the lab you have, if the similar experiments are there in theory as well as the laboratory, so he may put questions even from the theory also. Please make sure to read such the theory subjects also which are linked with the lab, like engineering chemistry as well as some BEE. These labs are being studied as theory as well as they are being done in lab too. So you may be having a chance to, the external will be having a chance to ask even these questions also. Student, please make sure to study even the theory part also. Later, once the Viva is done, go submit the booklet to the internal examiner, and you can leave the exam. Now coming to the weightage of the marks, how the weightage of the marks will be given for you is, for the write-up and the calculations and the results, you'll be given around 50 to 75 marks per percent of marks will be allocated to it, and the remaining 25% marks or 32, for example, the 50% of marks are being allotted to the write-up and the experiment, and the remaining 25 marks will be for the calculation and the results, and the remaining 25 marks will be for your Viva and day-to-day progress of day-to-day continuous evaluation of the record, as well as your attitude and percentage of attendance throughout the semester you have attended the concerned lab. So these are the steps need to be followed, dear students, in order to take the external exam, and try to write neatly and attempt the question. And if you don't know, please do not answer in the Viva, say sorry, and carry all the things. Try to carry your what I mean to say is the ID card, as well as come in proper dress code, and greet the external examiner and submit your paper, and do not carry any chips and do not write anything on your hands. So if someone is found carrying these things, you will be booked under malpractice. In some cases, all the exams will be cancelled, all the lab exams will be also cancelled in few cases if you are found to be cheating and it is booked under malpractice. So I hope you got the points, the important points which I have discussed till now, and all the best for your external exam. Thank you.